Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's right. And today we've got a fun Christmas wreath we're going to be making. And there's something about red and gold that just screams Christmas. I love those colors together, and I always enjoy making a red and gold wreath. So that is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, so hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Those of you who are watching us live, we are so happy to have you with us.
Yes.
If you will just type live in the comments and let us know you're watching with us today. And if you're watching us on replay, just type replay in the comments and let us know where you're watching us from.
That's right. I always like to see where we're reaching. So we are in Alabama, in case you can't tell that by the accent.
Hey Patty, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we are making a red and gold Christmas wreath today. So this wreath is so fun. If you love traditional Christmas, but maybe you don't want to do the whole red and green, I think that red and gold would be your next best thing.
Yes, I love it.
Hey guys, welcome. We're so glad y'all are hanging out with us live today for Flower Friday. Patty and Carol, hello. All right. Hey Margaret, first time viewer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and let you know what we're working with today. We have a 24-inch snow-flocked pine wreath. Now, this actually came from Walmart.
Yes.
We stocked up. Actually, today we went and we got a bunch of them. If you have a Walmart that carries these, you definitely need to stock up because they are a really good price.
Yes, they really are. I think they're $9.98 at our Walmart, and just to be able to find something of this quality at that price is amazing. It really is.
Yeah. So we've got our 24-inch base that we're going to start with. We have
red and gold poinsettias. I love these.
We've got some red hydrangeas. These are so pretty. They're glittered. I love these. These are from Michael's.
Yes, and then we've got some just glitter stems that we're going to be using, and just some red and gold ornaments. And we're going to show you how you can make something that's just over the top with just a few things. You don't have to have a lot, of separate ingredients in order to make something beautiful.
Yeah, and so we've already got our bow made here, and we've got two different ribbons. This is 2.5-inch wired ribbon, and I will link a video showing you how to make a bow just like this. So I'll link that for you. But this is just a 12-loop wreath bow that we have made today. And now this ribbon actually, it says Merry Christmas, and this came from Sam's Club.
Sure did.
Now the gold we're using is just a standard glittered gold. It came from Hobby Lobby. You can find that, most places during Christmas.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow. She's got hers attached. I'm going to attach it at the 6 o'clock position on my wreath. But before I do that, I always want to tell you guys, especially when you're working with these flocked wreaths, and I've already mostly done this with this one, but you do want to fluff it, okay, what I call fluff it.
Yeah.
And basically, you just take each stem and just move them back and forth, get everything in place where you want it, so that when you go to put your poinsettias and your ornaments on, everything is spaced out the way it needs to be. We always do this before we even start decorating a wreath. When you get them, they'll usually be kind of smashed and clumped together.
Yes.
So I always like to remind you guys to do that with your wreaths, because it really, really will make a difference.
It really does, and I can't tell you how many times that I've been somewhere and seen a wreath that somebody has made or something like that, and they didn't take that time to fluff it out, and it makes all the difference. It really, really does.
Take off that tag there, that Walmart tag.
Yeah.
Thought I'd already taken that off. I guess not. So
I
just
picked
go
up
around
one of the other ones
and do that all the way around.
Yes.
Okay, I think I mostly got it here. There may be a couple spots, but...
Okay, now normally...
Sorry,
I'm
real
sorry.
quick though.
Oh yeah, you got to put your bow
I'm
on.
going to put my bow on, so I'm going to show you that. Now, this is an elevated wreath base, so it's got two metal rings, okay? I'm going to find the 6 o'clock position, and I'm just going to wire it to the top little ring right there. Okay.
And we just use the 26 gauge floral wire to make our bow, so it's easy to wire on and you don't have to worry about it coming off. It will stay.
No, so I'm going to just twist, 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 and make sure it's really tight on here because I don't want it to go anywhere. But it's very simple. You just wire it straight on there. And again, I will post a link to a video showing you how to make this bow.
So pretty.
All right, so you got that in place. You got to fluff it. Make sure you got everything where you want it. There we go.
Yep.
All right, so that's on there.
So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to take just 4 of the pieces of this. This is just a glitter stem. It's got 3 little leaves on it. So we're going to take 4 pieces. So we've got two of these. And we are going to do what we say. We're going to green our wreath, even though it's golding our wreath right now. But we're going to do that. And so I'm just cutting some of the stems. I just took that apart. And we're just going to make a cross with these. So, I don't know what that was that fell in there. You know, speaking of fluffing, I did not do a very good job of this one. So let me get some of that pulled out.
All right. So I'm just going to dip the stem right into my glue skillet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put this right at the 12 o'clock.
Just straight up.
Position, right?
That's exactly
straight at the top. So right across from our bow.
That's right. Just like that. And we're going to have a couple of inches of it sticking up above our wreath, just like that. All right, now we're going to put the next one down at the bottom because we are going to make our cross. So we're going to put the next one, we're going to just kind of move our tails out of the way and put it right down in the bottom, just like that. And I just take a piece of my pine and just wrap it. After I've put the glue on the stem, when I stick it in, I just take a piece of the pine right here and just wrap it around that stem to make it hold. And now I'm going to put one on this side. Take my pine and wrap it around it. And that's one thing about using the evergreen or the flocked wreaths is that you don't have to worry about them coming out. You've got all these little wires that you are working with because each of those little pieces of pine is an actual wire, so it's not going to go anywhere once you glue it and use your wire to get it in there.
Yeah, it's usually in there pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's really all that we're going to do as far as greening it. And now what we're doing by doing this is going to tell us what size wreath this is, because we've got this out further, so it's going to show us that our wreath is going to come around like this. So that's the reason that you always want to do that first.
It kind of sounds funny when we call it greening it
with the gold. With gold.
I think we should call it like we got all this. We'll call it glittering it.
Glittering it. We're glittering it. There you go.
Add a little glitter and sparkle to it.
Okay, so I am going to first put one of my larger poinsettias here beside my bow, just like this.
And these have the pretty gold right there in the center. These are perfect for this wreath. They came from Michael's. Let's see. I know somebody just a second ago in the comments asked the size. This is a 24-inch base.
24-inch, yes. So I'm just putting that one there. And I'm going to find one that's about the same size. This bush has some that are a little bit smaller and some that are larger. So I just want to make sure these two are about the same size. And I'm going to put this on this side of my bow. Make sure to get it even. And we'll refluff our bow once we because we will mash it several times.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to take one, and it's got some smaller ones. You could use a smaller one, but I've got one more that's a little larger, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to put it right up here in the top, and then take my wire and wire it right around.
I don't love the leaves on these hydrangeas.
I don't either. I end up
poinsettias, so I'm going to take that
and
off.
you don't have to use those, or you can if you like them. That's fine. I don't much care for them myself. Put that one just right in there. Okay, and now I'm going to add some of my hydrangeas, and these also came from Michael's, and they are so pretty. And I'm going to add one of these right here on this side. This one on this side.
I really do love those hydrangeas.
I do too. They are so full and pretty, and the glitter on them is just so, so pretty. Just make sure I've got them in the right place. There we go. And now my last hydrangea, I'm going to put right at the bottom, so I'm just going to move my tails and just put it right there in the bottom. And you may not necessarily see it all the time, but you still want to make sure, like we always say, to have something on every side of your bow. So even if the tails are in the way, we still have something there. If the wind blows it or anything like that, you are covered, because you can see that hydrangea there. Now we're going to take our gold stems and we're just going to put some of these around. I'm going to put one right behind my bow, coming up in the top, just like this.
Just peeking.
Just peeking out the top. That's right. That glue on me. I'm sitting here trying to peel the glue off of me. There we go.
And see, if you look, I mean, it already looks...
Yeah, see, you've already got so
pretty.
much. It's very pretty. Exactly. That's the good thing about these flocked wreaths, is that they already, for $9.98, you've already got a full wreath, so you don't have to do a whole lot extra. Okay, this one I'm going to put right here on the side, just like this. Excuse us just a minute. And then we're going to put this one on the other side. So we had a visitor, huh?
Yeah, we had a knock at the door.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It happens, you know. Okay, so this one I'm going to put right here on this side, just like this.
Let me catch up. Okay,
Okay,
I see.
Yes, I just put, I'm just sprinkling my gold around, that's all. And then we will add some ornaments. Bring this one right down here under this poinsettia. this. And I think y'all may have just seen one of my kitties walking by.
There is no telling what you'll see.
There's no telling. That's the truth. No telling. There we go. But hopefully not for much longer. As far as the cats. We're remodeling for those that are new, and so my cats that are usually in my house are having to stay here in the shop. But hopefully not for much longer.
So we're just going around, or I'm just going around the outside. I'm thinking that's what you're doing too,
Yep,
right?
yep. I just went right around just to make sure that I've got everything covered.
And it's just this glitter. I mean, you know, it's Christmas and we love the glitter.
Yes,
so
we
it's
do.
Just, you kind of want it picking out all the way around.
Yep. So now we're just going to add just a few ornaments. And so I'm going to start with one of my gold ones. And we just dip the whole thing right into the glue. And I am going to bring that just right in there. And now the thing is, when you put your ornament in here, you have to go ahead right then and arrange your pine around that ornament just like you want it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to move it. So you want to make sure you've got it just like you want it and it looks good the way that you've got it. So we just want that tucked in there. Because once it dries, it is not going anywhere.
Let's see. Patty said, how do you keep the kitties out of the craft stuff, the goodies?
Well, so far, they have been pretty good about that. But yeah, it's hard. It is hard. So now we're going to put a red one over here on the other side of this poinsettia. So I am just going to kind of move things around. And you can always, if you don't have any pine to hold your ornament, just pull around from the back and pull some of that forward just to make sure that you've got it secure. And that way you know it's not going anywhere.
And with these ornaments, you can use as many or as few as you want in this. If you want to see more of the white snowy pine, you can, or you could cover it, cover it up more. It's totally up to you.
Exactly. That is all your preference.
This is one of those that's it is an easy wreath to make. Anybody could make this wreath. Anybody.
Yes. We've had several that have asked for something easier that doesn't take as many items, and so that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, simple but still really pretty.
Yes.
And it's going to make a statement.
Exactly. Okay, now I've put one of my gold ones here, my red one there, so I'm going to do the exact opposite on the bottom. So I'm going to take my gold one and bring it right in here beside my bow. And every single time that you put it in there, you make sure that you go ahead and move anything around that you need to before that dries. Okay, and I'm going to put my other red one on the other side. So I'm just going to kind of move my poinsettia a little bit to tuck that in there. Make sure I get those as even as I can.
Yeah, I put mine in the wrong spot.
Oh,
but it's there now, so it's
there.
okay.
That's the thing.
I put mine down instead of up, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah, it still will be pretty.
Replace it with something else.
Exactly, and don't get hung up on that. It'll be just fine. Okay, now I've got some smaller ornaments that I'm going to add that are red and gold. And now this is just, if you only have gold ornaments or you only have red, either would be just fine. You do not have to add, you know, the different kinds if you don't have them. You could simply do just solid red or solid gold, which are easy to find just about anywhere. So I just put one here on the side, just like that. And I'm going to put one on the other side. And now before we glue these in, we always take the little hanger off, just so that there's no chance that that's going to come off and you're going to lose your ball out of your wreath. So we just take that hanger off. And now this one I'm going to bring right down in there. Okay, now I've got a couple of other just
Can we put these
red. In? I forgot about those. Oops.
It's like, oh, I think
Yeah,
we
but I'm going to
forgot
put this first, this red one, because I already got glue on it. I'm going to go ahead and add these little red ones. Just here on the side, just like that. And now we've got, and this again, this is preference. You do not have to do that, but we've got these pretty little gold clip-on poinsettias that came from Walmart. And so we're just going to add a couple of these. And I'm just going to put that right in here. And I've just clipped it on. You can actually put a little glue on your clip and that will hold it if you want to do that.
And if you want to stop here, you can stop here.
Yes.
You know, this is
yes,
one of those.
You do
it's
not
a simple
have to,
wreath to make. If you know.
Yes.
If you want to
Once
stop,
you do not have to have these. We're just going to add a couple of these right in the middle on both sides, just like that. And then I've got two more gold ornaments that I'm going to use just on the side over here. And then that will be it. And now if you wanted to add some more of your gold all around, you could certainly do that. Got one more little piece, so I think that I am going to put this one little piece up under here and just have this aiming down. As you see, I've got this one aiming up, so I'm going to bring this one aiming down towards that one. So I'm just taking a piece of the pine and wrapping right around it. And that is it. And now what I do, and I'm not going to spray it this time just because it's a little too close in here, but then I would take my glitter spray and just spray all over it so that everything has even an extra layer of your glitter spray. And that's it. I need to fluff my bow because it is a mess now because I have mashed it.
And you can, you know, twist your tails, You can curl your tails. You can
Yeah.
make them straight, whatever you want to. And what's really great, and I love about this wreath is, like I said, it's so simple to make. We only used a few bushes to make it, so we did not use a ton, you know, a few ornaments that you can get for really inexpensive.
Yep.
But the thing is, if you're not into red and gold, if that's just not your thing, you could do blue and silver.
Any color.
You could do red and lime green.
Yep.
You could do silver and white. There's so much you could do with this.
Yes, you could do any color combination. You also could do just a solid white.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
there's just, you know, there's so much you could do with this one. And it is great if you are just starting to make wreaths and, you know, you're just learning the basics. This is a great one for that. Because, like I said, when you're using the flocked wreath, you've got so much of it already done for you. So anything else that you add to it is just something extra that's going to make it even prettier. So, but yes, you can do anything you want to with your tails. I kind of like them just straight down, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But you can, anything you wanted to do would be fine.
yeah.
So there you go. I'm trying to get it where you can see it better. But not hard at all. I would, you could, if you wanted to add a third color, you could add green in with this and do a red, gold, and green.
Yeah,
and
the
just
green would be
add,
pretty.
it would be
to
pretty.
add in
Just
this.
add a few of the green ornaments around, even if you didn't, you know, add any green in your bow or even, you know, anything else, you still could just add a few green ornaments and that's going to change it up that way.
Yeah.
So there's just so much you can do with it, and it's a very easy formula to follow by doing it this way. So I look forward to hearing what kind of color combinations you all come up
Yeah.
with. So make sure to let us know.
And this is just one of those quick, easy wreaths. Perfect if you're like, you know, just want to kind of throw something quick together.
Yep.
And it really does make a statement.
It does.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much, those of you who have joined us live. Sheila said, I'm
Yes.
going to try this. I learned a lot from the Design with the Pros Club in just a few days.
Well, we are so happy to hear that. We are so happy to have you in there with us.
Hey Kathy, thank you. Okay, and let's see. Patricia said, I love this and I have a wreath that's just like that. How do I keep my bows from drooping? Yours are so beautiful. You really have to make sure your wire is really, really tight.
Yes.
And
When
you're
you make it, yes.
Now, 26 gauge floral wire, that's what we use. We've used all kinds. That seems to be like just the
It holds
perfect,
them better.
yeah, that seems just to be the perfect one for us. So I would try to get some 26 gauge floral wire. You can usually find that at Walmart, Hobby Lobby.
Yes,
anywhere
yes.
like that.
And now a lot of times the key too of keeping your loops is you don't have to make your loops so large. You know, stick with a 5 or 6 inch loop at the most, and just add more of them, and that's going to make your bow stand up better and keep it looking that way.
Yeah.
More.
And this is a 12 loop bow. That seems to
Yes.
be when you're
That's
using the
just kind of
2.5 inch. That's kind of our go-to 12 loops.
Yes.
About 5.5 inch loops.
Yes, and of course, always use wired ribbon. Always.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it
Yes,
today.
I hope you have.
And if you're watching us live, then next week is Thanksgiving. We will not be live next Friday, just to give you a little heads up on that. But we will
Yes.
be back with you the following week for Flower Friday Live.
That's right, and we hope you all have a very blessed Thanksgiving, and just stop a few minutes and think about all that we have to be thankful for, because we are all so very blessed.
It's true. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.